Hello again, Timberwolves fans. Are you ready for the explosion of Timberwolves basketball? It is Saturday, August the 4th, 2012. This is episode number 80, number 80 of Timberwolves Explosion. We are back. The boys are back in town once again to talk about, well, the off-season is, there was a method to the madness. Yes, there was. There was a method to the madness, so that's kind of the title of the show today. First and foremost, Timberwolves Explosion is available on the sportstuff.com and on iTunes. I thank each and every one of you, always, for downloading and listening to this show. It is a great pleasure to allow us to grace the airwaves with you once again. Well, as mentioned, there's a method to the madness with the Minnesota Timberwolves, but we'll get to that later. Yeah, we'll get to that later. You guys probably know what we're going to get to, but yeah, we're going to lead up to it anyway because that's just how we roll. That's just how we roll. Well, the madness started with the, Timberwolves hopes to land Batman. Yes, Batman.
Would have been nice.
Would have been nice, maybe. Yep, Batman. Yeah, Nicholas Batum. We talked about him on the last show a bit, but obviously the whole thing hadn't begun yet because we were sitting and waiting for the stupid window to be officially open.
Yeah.
Because it was after July 1st or before July 11th. Yeah, don't you love that? So we were virtually in limbo forever and ever until the whole Batum thing happened, and well, we did everything we possibly could, didn't we?
Yeah.
We got rid of Webster. We got rid of Brad Miller's contract. We amnestied Darko.
Yeah, all for Batum.
All for Batum. We amnestied Darko, yes. Aren't you sad?
He was a great center. Worked hard.
He did.
Gave 120% every game.
He worked very, very hard. He showed so much passion out there, too, didn't he?
He did. And it almost brought tears to my eyes when I saw how hard he played, and he just never got any recognition for it. It's sad.
Yeah, he never really did. I mean, everybody always treated him like he didn't care. I mean, why did the media always have to say that about him?
He was great.
Yeah.
One of the greatest Wolves centers we've ever had.
And that's and that's a sad truth, when you think about it. In some ways, that just shows you just how thin the Timberwolves' history at center has been. Darko Milicic, the effort. Yeah,
we're gonna miss you.
What's that?
So we're gonna miss you, Darko.
We're gonna miss you, Darko, for all the effort. Yes, I mean he tried so hard. Oh, Darko, where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong, Darko?
Where do we go from here?
Yeah, now we, they're steaming things up downtown. Yes, they're in the steam room with Steamy. Yes, Steamy. Kevin Garnett's blonde-haired buddy in Boston last year.
Yeah, he's not a stranger to our organization.
No, he was a training camp invitee. Training camp invitee, baby. Steamy. Yeah, that's a topic we'll get to very soon. But, yeah, that's the Darko replacement. But you know what's the best part about the whole thing?
What's the best part?
He's a doggone upgrade. Okay, anyhow. Right? He is. That's how funny the situation was with Darko. He's a doggone... Steamy is a doggone upgrade.
Yeah. If Darko wasn't here, if his greatness wasn't here, he probably gave Steamy a chance.
He would have.
We'll give him Steamy a chance. But we already had Darko and Peck.
Yeah, dang it. You gotta have Darko. I mean, with all the greatest YouTube video ever, you could say, is when Darko was blowing up about the Italians.
See, that just shows his passion.
Yep, he was passionate.
That shows his passion.
I always wonder if that translation was... Man, it just seems so over the top.
Yeah, I thought about it too. But
just a little bit.
Seeing his passion on the court, I don't doubt it anymore. I think that was him.
It could be. If he ever did play with that amount of passion, he would. No, okay, sorry. If he ever truly did, he would have been a legend, you know?
Yeah.
Not amount of passion, but I'm just saying. Oh, Darko. I mean, have you ever heard of anybody playing for less than a minute and they injure their abdominal because they tried to knock a ball away?
No, you know what it was? His intensity was so high.
That's what it could. That is what it is.
That even sitting down, his muscles couldn't take it because he was already. His body was already playing.
It was. You know, you're. It's starting to make sense, isn't it?
You know, it was that intense.
Oh, Darko.
Okay, he'd be sitting on the bench sweating. All right, and he didn't get minutes because he was bad. It's because he was so tired.
He's so tired. So tired because his body's always moving?
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it?
Man, it
was always moving
was
in secret.
Yeah.
It was moving in secret.
Yeah, everybody would see it. I saw it with different eyes. I saw that intensity.
Oh, Darko. It was in there somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly, but it was in there somewhere. Oh, Darko. I keep saying his name too much, don't I? Yeah. It's because I miss him.
It was so intense. That's why you would have to take breaks and eat just keep up, because of metabolism.
Yeah, otherwise he just might starve to death if he doesn't slow down, if he doesn't speed up that eating.
Sometimes we even have to stay home and eat.
I think so.
But Darko was something else. Okay, he's something to be feared on the court.
Oh. Well, he did block shots once in a blue moon. Yeah. His offensive skills were about. I don't know. I'm not sure how many guys are worse, actually, offensively than Darko. I always was hoping and praying that someday, just maybe he was just rusty because he's on the bench so long. And then it's like, no, nobody's that rusty. Nobody's that rusty, and nobody's that rusty for that long. You can't be rusty for 3 years, especially if you're starting. Aren't you glad we guaranteed him a starting spot for almost 2 years? No, more than 2 years.
And sadly, towards the end there, I would have rather had the Candyman.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Wow. The Candyman. We've had probably the two biggest center busts in the last, I don't know. Well, there's two others. One of them because of severe injuries. Both of them have played with Portland, by the way. Now we get to jab a team that like to jab us a little bit this offseason.
Oh, yeah, they jabbed us pretty hard.
Oh, did they jab? They really did. Yeah, we're going to get into a little bit of Blazer.
It was a right hook.
Oh, man, the Portland bastards. Okay, there, I said it. Sorry, Roaches. But I had to. Huh?
Roaches.
Portland Roaches. Yeah, that's more like it. Roaches in our offseason. Until something good happened. The method to the madness took place. But we'll get to that soon. We'll get to that when we feel like it. Okay. I had to. I just went Randy Moss for a minute there, but no, where were we?
Talking about how bad Darko is.
Oh yeah. Darko. Yeah, he was bad. He was the kind of, I'll never forget this. It was like midway through the year before last. Darko Nesterovic. I almost called him that again. That guy sucked hardcore too. Darko was so bad, he made Rasho Nesterovic look semi-good. That's how Rasho Nesterovic was pathetic. I finally got to talk about Rasho Nesterovic because I didn't get to do a podcast back then. But Darko's offense was so bad at times. You're trying to bank a shot, right? This was a kind of show about a year and a half ago, or whatever. You're trying to bank a shot, right? So you say 45-degree angle or whatever. You bank the ball. You bank it off the side of the backboard that's closer to you, right? Well, he overshot the ball so bad it hit the wrong side of the backboard. Yeah. I was listening back to that. I was like, he was so off, He hit the wrong side of the backboard.
We saw glimpses of being able to score at first when he was first here.
At the very beginning, yeah,
and even being a very good shot blocker. Well, he was well, at the time, the best shot blocker until he got injured. Mm-hmm. And from there, he became a decent scorer. Mm-hmm. Because for some reason, the ball had to go through him.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God! Remember that? The ISOs.
Yeah.
That's how awesome Rhombus was.
We had 3 plays? It was ISO for Darko, and the ISO for Beasley, and then ISO for Darko.
That was about it, wasn't it? Yeah, it was pitiful. You're really going to ISO for one of the worst offensive pieces maybe in the league? You're going to ISO for him.
Yeah, and you can see
Kurt Rambis.
Yeah, as soon as either Darko or Beasley got the ball, you see the other team's faces. Okay, off to the side. Let's watch them go for it.
They're probably going to miss.
Yeah.
They're probably going to miss or turn the ball over.
Oh, here's our fast break. It's kind of like when you're playing kickball and you see the guy can't really kick it far. You move in.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
This guy sucks. Yeah, that's basically what it was like. Yeah. I mean, there's no way around it, is there?
It's like every time.
Every single time.
Yeah, after a couple plays, I was like, this is it. This is all we can do.
Oh, man. It's like I get all silent now.
It's a new day.
It's a new day.
Those depressing years are behind us now.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. We finally got an offense and a coach that has an idea, has a clue.
Yeah.
That has a clue. I mean, really.
And experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole key.
Experience. He has a clue, and he has, he has the resume, a legit resume.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with a certain team, but luckily that's in the past too.
Yeah, not a
stupid Blazers.
Residual experience. Hoping. Actually, I felt the same way. I was like, well, he has to be good sitting next to Phil. I mean, come on.
Oh, that guy, yeah. Ugh, that guy.
Sitting next to Phil, I mean, he has to be a great coach. No. It doesn't work that way.
It's sad, too, because how you would think in a 10-year time, because when he first coached the LA Lakers, when he had to replace Del Harris before Phil Jackson came in, it went from kind of like a quick little hot run, the little honeymoon, to an utter disaster, right? And led to, during that point in time, Dennis Rodman blowing up at him, telling him he ain't bleep. Yeah. And Shaq later on, saying he's just a big phony,
Yeah, in his book, right?
Yep, in the book. Yep, Shaq talks back. So you think 10 bleeping years later, the guy'd be a little better, and no, he wasn't.
Yeah.
I think he was worse.
He was more of a stay the course.
Stay the course. We didn't give the proper effort tonight. Oh, look at us talking about Kurt Rambis. Oh, Wolves fans are going to kill us now. Sorry, guys. But we can't help it, can we?
No.
We've all this pinned up frustration for a long time. We
do.
That's why we do the show. Yeah, we got to get it out. Okay, sorry. No, that's not the main reason why. It's just fun. So yeah, I had Darko. Hit the road. Adios. That's about it. Yeah, that was a very expensive mistake, but at least not as expensive as some. Not quite the Gilbert Arenas level or Rashard Lewis level. But it was
the most expensive was Johnny Flynn.
Oh yeah,
that's the last time I'm going to say anything about.
Oh, 6th overall pick. Yeah, we missed out on stuff. Yeah, that's the last. Yeah, because it's something we keep bringing up, don't we? We keep salting that wound.
Yeah, because we're
some good salt.
It's night and day now, so yeah, I think enough of the salt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're unsalting another wound that happened just a mere year later. They played in the same school that we're horrified of, called the Syracuse Orangemen. Yeah, we unsalted that wound too. Thank God. We'll get to that.
That wound might come back to haunt us. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. In just a couple of seconds, really, because first, well, since Batman, ultimately, after all that, getting rid of Darko, Webster, good riddance. Other people in this town. Yep, T-Wolf Cast, wonderful podcast. So if you guys are listening, hello, great show. Yeah, they liked Webster though. Yeah, and I'm not trying to make fun of you. I mean, it's just we have a different opinion of Webster, I guess. Yeah. He seems like a well-spoken individual, which they mentioned in their show, and that's cool.
Yeah,
but
that gets you nowhere.
Yeah, Johnny Flynn had a nice smile too.
Yeah, not for you to say his name again.
Oh, yeah. I shouldn't have said it. Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, And Wesley.
Wesley, ugh. And, and
that's
what...
all they did, and Brewer smiled.
Yeah.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
Until Brewer stopped smiling, he got better.
That's when he got better. He got better when he stopped smiling and he started playing with more intensity and anger.
Yeah.
Brewer played good angry, actually. For a skinny little guy, he played pretty good angry.
Yeah.
Now, also, like Webster, really quick, too, I did see the talent that you guys out there, I keep mentioning them too much, but no, I'm kidding. No, I mean, they mentioned about talent. But Webster does have, I did see the talent in that preseason and everything.
Yeah.
But it seemed like ever since the back injury happened, everything went down. Everything from talent to basketball IQ to I don't know
IQ.
what the heck.
There was no excuse for that game where he stole the ball.
The Denver game, yep. Stole the ball and
then dunked it. I mean, even Beasley was kind of like, what the...
Yeah, Beasley's...
Dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, and Beasley's probably the dumbest player ever, but and with Webster too, he made a lot of mistakes, a lot. I mean, that's like the most funny one because it was just so glaring and like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Where you like, most of the time when you see a mistake like that, you fly out of your chair and scream and cussing at the TV or semi-cussing. I think in my case, I remember in my case, it was just silence. Or it's just like
you can't even believe it.
Yeah, like no, he didn't just do that. It's just a joke.
Yeah, you're so excited, like there's no way to win. You got to steal the ball.
Yeah,
what are the odds of that? It happened, and you're kind of like, we can do it. And then he does that, and it's kind of
yeah. It was just kind of like it's the classic sports fan that does that. Like that, yep. Like my dad when he's watching a Viking game, every time he thinks they're going to make a deep catch, and he dropped it.
And I bet he was just so proud of himself when he dunked that ball. Oh man,
he was. He jumped up and down, like and then he just went because he like knew something was wrong. Like oops. Oh, Webster. I mean, well-spoken guy. I mean, I'll go as far as to. I even said this way back. I just remember saying it. That the way he talked almost reminded me of David Robinson, and that's a gigantic compliment because that guy really was eloquent. One of the most eloquent NBA players of all time with the way he spoke. So,
that well-spoken stuff doesn't mean anything.
But and the pros you have to actually apply it in the game.
Yeah, unless you're trying to get some.
I wish he was better than that.
Yeah,
I do. I thought he was going to be. I
did too in preseason
of that year.
But we also beat the Lakers, so what does that tell you?
Yeah, that. But Johnson and I was so pumped about Johnson and Webster that year. They looked so awesome.
Yeah. And then I was fooled. I was like, oh man, we beat the Lakers. Oh man,
look at you! How dare you get fooled by that?
This is it.
Look at you!
This is it. I thought it would be decent, but
Kareem Rush, not Kareem Rush. Yeah. Well, his younger, better brother, was almost a Wolf at one point. Well, no, I don't think he ever really was. And we'll get to that topic. That keeps bouncing. But I mean,
and again, the well-spokenness means nothing.
No, we gotta.
Being well-spoken, yeah.
Just put the ball in the bag, like Shaq.
Yeah,
Shaq, you couldn't always understand what he's saying, but that son of a gun.
You got it done on the court.
He got it done on the court, hardcore.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was like, "Well, he has to go, man." Listen to that.
He can't talk.
Yeah, come on now. I don't care if he wins the game or not.
Hard, play hard. Wait, what was that?
Go back.
Rick Fox. I love that. Yeah, we always love that Rick Fox. Yep. But so the Wolves. Batman wants to stay, or not, he didn't necessarily want to stay there, but then all of a sudden he's all excited that he's taking a plane to Portland, because even though he was totally disinvolved with the team, was totally involved with Minneapolis now, I'm taking a plane to Portland, according to his Twitter, and that was kind of, I guess, classic professional athlete phoniness. Where, I got my money either way.
Yeah, you would think he would at least say, I get the feeling, the Wolves helped me out with this big contract. No,
we did.
Threw us under the bus. Or afterwards.
Yeah, that was pretty chintzy. That was kind of chintzy. I mean, and yeah, it's classic BS. I mean, it's not the first time. It's definitely won't be the last. So we'll see how Batman does. Just imagine if we had Batman and Robin. Yeah, Robin. If we got Robin Lopez and Batum, there you go. Batman and Robin. And to think we were involved in both, but we didn't get either one. So no Gotham City union for those two. No Batmobile, none of that. Yep, no Batmobile for Nicholas. So Batman with a French accent. Okay, sorry. So then we go on to a plan B that we were in love with. The guy by the name of Courtney Lee. But of course, we had also had signed Brandon Roy. Just also remember, this is we hadn't signed him. We'd come to a verbal agreement because we had to wait to clear. We had to wait for our major plan to complete first, Batman or Andrei Kirilenko, which we found out a little bit later on. At this point, I was thinking, wait a minute, we forgot about AK-47, and you were basically like, oh no, I hadn't forgot about it. I haven't forgotten about that because we know the the color spectrum of the Timberwolves is leaning a certain way now. So you thought, well, he has to be in the picture somehow. The color spectrum, yep, kind of just like this computer screen in front of us, right about that color. But yeah, Courtney Lee, we were all like, man, wait, so he
not
must
that we
be...
have a problem with that.
Huh?
So
not that we have a problem with the color spectrum. No. As long as they win, we're thrilled.
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, Larry Bird was good. Yeah, very good. That's silly. I shouldn't even go there. But yeah, like Joey, look at you. But yeah, the other plan we were all excited about. We're all like, you'd think Courtney Lee would have signed somewhere. So he really was waiting out to sign here because he knew Batman was going back to Portland. So Courtney Lee's coming to Minnesota.
Yeah, so I was good with the whole thing.
Yes.
Okay, I was irritated that we waited so long.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was so tiring.
They threw us under the bus. It's like, okay, well, you should have said you didn't want to come over here.
Yeah, that was it was. What the heck, But yep, Courtney Lee. We're all excited. We just hope maybe 5-ish instead of 8 a year, something like that. And he did wind up with even less than that, didn't he? Or about 5. Yeah, son of a. And then we're sitting or not sitting. Yeah, we're sitting with our fingers crossed. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna get Courtney Lee? How cool would that be? Cool, man. This is exciting. And then on Twitter, what the hell?
Yeah.
Boston Celtics just made a trade with Houston for pretty much garbage, right? Just scraps.
Yeah.
Scraps. Oh, and just who do you think was the final piece, though, to help nudge this trade through? Because Courtney Lee goes on Twitter, hey, trade ain't done yet. And I tweet him back, yes, I did.
Yeah.
Dude, don't even tease us. I'm already pissed off enough. That's what I told him.
Yeah.
I actually told him that. Of course, I didn't get a tweet back, but I mean, well, yeah, it's like, yeah, he's not going to sift through 11,000 tweets and pick 9, but... So who does the final little nudge to get this trade through? Because it almost fell through, but teeny little thing.
Guess who?
The one team that hates us more than anything. They hate us so much. They want us to die. A slow death, don't they? They're like, and it's all because this whole... it's all because this whole rivalry, I think. Okay, I'm just kidding. But the whole rivalry of which city has the most cyclists. Portland, Oregon, or Minneapolis, Minnesota? Yeah. Well, Portland is in the lead in the cycling. And now they want to have the lead in basketball, even more than ever. Because they just had to do that, didn't they?
Yeah, the whole thing is ridiculous. It felt like being in high school.
Yeah,
didn't it? Prom.
Didn't it, though?
You're asking the girl who looks the best, take you, I'll give you this. Teams, I'll give you this. Mm-hmm. She makes us wait, and she goes with the other guy.
Bing.
Turn around, try to get the other date. That doesn't work out. Find out, she's going with a guy who already has a date.
Yeah, and then, isn't that unbelievable? And then the new girl, she tells the new girl.
Limo.
What's that? Doesn't have a limo?
Yeah, of course. Lee, he could have been so much better here.
He's a Celtic. He's a Celtic. And I want to briefly say, I do think the Boston Celtics did make some nice improvements this offseason.
They did.
Yeah. I mean, Jet Terry's a huge addition, in losing Ray Allen, of course.
Yeah.
But then they had Courtney Lee with them. I mean, it's like we're both frustrated thinking, damn it, they already got Terry. But granted, Terry, he's not like a true shooting guard. He's kind of a third guard, as they call it. Kind of like a very rich man's Eddie House. Very rich, Yeah. But still,
They have
good additions.
guys already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they have that one dude. What's his name? Avery Bradley. I forgot about him. Of course, he was being held together with duct tape and bubble gum.
Yeah.
That guy's kind of not the healthiest individual you've ever seen. Luckily, we were able to steal one of those Celtics away, those Celtics. Yep. So, yeah, both of us were just a little teeny bit upset when we found out about the Courtney Lee going to Boston. Just a little bit. I mean, let's just say our texts back and forth were filled with frustration.
Yeah, because we knew there was just slim pickings after that.
Yeah, I mean, we were lucky to Ronnie Brewer. So then we're watching YouTube videos on Ronnie Brewer.
Yeah.
Ronnie
And it
Brewer.
was all about scout mode.
Yep. Ooh, Brandon Rush. Yes. And then it's like, well, we do have Brandon Roy still, but is he just like this ghost? Is he just a ghost of Brandon Roy?
Did the treatment really work?
Yeah. Or is it just a small temporary thing that you'd have to do like 7,000 times? Like taking Tylenol for dry socket,
he's
in your mouth?
Out for 2 weeks.
Yeah. How wouldn't that be depressing? The method to the madness slowly starts to take shape. Very slowly. The wheels start to turn as we get more and more frustrated because not only does Lee go bye-bye, it's like, we didn't even get Lee. What the hell? O.J. Mayo, of course, before Lee signed with Dallas.
That was confusing. But
for cheap. cheap.
Yeah.
And Lee signed for cheap with Boston. And we're just like, okay, so we're doing what now? We're just sitting on our hands? But yeah, we got Alexei Shved at that sometime around then, or verbal agreement, whatever. Alexei Shved, we're both pretty. I mean, there's no reason to complain about that move. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's a fun move. He's got some nice. He's got some nice basketball skills. He does. I definitely wouldn't. I personally would not consider him a full-time point guard. I think he's a little bit too erratic.
Yeah.
But he can shoot. He can. I think that's his strongest point right now. He's got a moxie to him shooting that basketball, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He really does. So
I would say swagger.
He's got a swagger. Yep, there we go. That's the more modern version. Moxie's old school. I'm an old timer at 33 now. My birthday happened just a little less than a week ago. Yeah, so I can run for president now. But Mark, the forecaster will get to run for president in about a year. Yep, and he will in the next election. Yep, but the method of the madness. There's so many connections as to why it makes sense in the end. We're gradually working towards this thing here, very, very slowly. So, yep, missing out on Lee, all sad. We're all pissed off and frustrated. And then it's like, okay, we were watching Courtney Lee videos, on the Xbox 360 YouTube app, because you can watch it full screen on your TV, HD, hopefully. That's really nice if you can do that. It's very fun to watch players on there. Since there's YouTube videos about every player that ever played, probably, which I think is awesome. So now we're relegated to watching YouTube videos on Ronnie Brewer. Well, he's okay. But then we start thinking, he's a really nice defender. That's pretty cool. It'd be nice to have some perimeter defense.
Yeah.
Next thing we know, he signs with the Knicks for 1 year.
Yeah.
Ouch! Really? And it says he turned down more from us. Like, oh boy, they hate us.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, okay, what's the deal? Like, why can't we
get anybody?
Yeah, you think a guaranteed starter?
Mm-hmm. You'd rather go to that what do they call that blender in New York? Really? That's a meat. What's the word? I'm like losing meat grinder. There we go. You'd rather go to the meat grinder in New York than play in this comfortable little, cozy little, Padded room in Minnesota? Come on, guy. I mean, come on, Ronnie. What the hell? Really?
It's not that cold here.
No, it's not. I remember the one year Marbury screwed us and went to demanded a trade to New Jersey. It was way colder there. When he was ripping Minnesota's cold weather, it's like, you little bastard. That was awesome. He got what he deserved, big time, in many ways. But so Ronnie Brewer's gone, Courtney Lee's gone. Obviously, Batman is long gone at this point. Yeah. He's all happy that he can be on the Blazers again because I don't know, we don't even know what deal with what he really liked or didn't like, but we'll move from that. Brandon Rush, Brandon Rush, in our opinion, it became the main focus. That was just our opinion at the time. That's what we thought was going on, and we're just sitting day after day, checking out Twitter, since that's the fastest way to get news these days, and it absolutely is, because we're talking boom. That's how you get news. When it breaks, it's there. As I experienced in the Brandon Roy agreement several weeks ago now, about 3-4 weeks ago. Just waiting. All of a sudden, it wasn't Krasinski, it was Wojnarowski. He's like the more national Yahoo AP guy. Because, Krasinski's the more local Yahoo AP guy, John Krasinski. I follow both, of course, on Twitter. And all of a sudden, it's just Phoenix making a deal with New Orleans to acquire Robin Lopez and Minnesota. New Orleans or Phoenix would acquire Wesley Johnson from Minnesota and a first-round pick, which I was like, for what though? What are we getting?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what the hell? What are we getting?
Way too much. Yeah, we gotta be getting something back.
Okay, so we're getting but Robin Lopez is not coming here. He's going to New Orleans. So what are we getting? Turns out it was not the Timberwolves pick that was the number one pick. It was the Memphis pick we acquired. Now I'm forgetting who from. I think it was one of those trade downs. Now I'm forgetting. I can't believe this. Ugh. I knew this before, but some deal. I think we had a deal with Memphis a little while ago. It was like a trade down or something. But okay, there's some thunder in the background. But it was just like, okay, so we're getting what back? Okay, we might be getting this Dyson guy, who was an undrafted player who played about 8 games last year for New Orleans. And it's like, wait, what? Oh, and maybe possibly Brad Miller's contract coming back again.
Yeah.
Which ended up going to Phoenix after it took about 3 or 4 days for this deal to go through, because there was a lot of salary cap strife going on with that. That was, against the CBA or whatever, so they had to clean that up a bit. And then the method to the madness came to the surface. And it was a guy we'd mentioned before, but a guy we figured, he's going to go to, maybe he'll go to New Jersey. We got kind of stereotypical and thought, well, Russian player, he's going to go play for the Russian owner, in New Jersey. And then it's like, wait a minute, they're not going to have the cap space to sign him. With Johnson and all those guys there now. Joe Johnson, right?
Yeah.
Especially if they just signed Lopez for $1 trillion.
Yeah, then Humphreys.
And Humphreys. Oh my God, they signed Humphreys. Yep, for like $24 million for 2 years. Kind of like he's getting paid more than Andrei Kirilenko. Yeah. And it seems like the 1 and 2 year deals are really popular nowadays.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And it's kind of cool, actually. Kind of cool. Yeah, it's like the 5-year deals only seem to go to the Eric Goldens and such.
Yeah. Who
will be staying in New Orleans. That's a done deal, of course. Old news, but we didn't mention it on the last show, so we're mentioning it now. So in the end, that whole trade was all about cap space. So it was kind of like we traded Wes Johnson and Memphis's pick for Kirilenko, I guess, for the rights to acquire Kirilenko.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Andrei Kirilenko. AK-47 is a Timberwolf.
I know I'm in the minority for saying this, but I want to keep Johnson.
Look at you.
Well, he showed little. I know it was Summer League.
Summer League, yep.
I know it was Summer League, but he was actually doing better than Williams.
Yeah, Williams was not that good. His field goal percentage stunk for the competition they're going up against.
Yeah.
It's not like they're going up against, Ratliff in his prime. Theo Ratliff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Johnson's finally getting back together. And I know, Williams can dunk and all, but his athleticism isn't that great.
It looks like he's straining, doesn't it, kind of, when he goes up?
Yeah, if he didn't have long arms like that, because he has to throw his arms back just to get some extra lift.
Yeah, that's the key. Yeah, that's where it looks like he's straining, is when he throws his arms back. Yeah.
Yeah.
That reeks of strain.
It's easy for him to dunk.
His athleticism is definitely not in question. It could be a marriage made in heaven, the whole Phoenix Wesley and Michael Beasley. That's gonna
come back. It's one of those things where, like, why can they do that here?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, where we're like, why couldn't he be better? Yeah. I kind of think Beasley he's going to be kind of, I don't know what's going to happen other than he'll have some games where he looks great and he'll have the same frustration. I kind of think that's going to be who he is, but maybe a better version of it.
Well, now that Nash,
like Odom was like that, yeah.
Now that Nash and Grant Hill are gone, it was mostly like I think Beasley needed a Kobe player around him, guy that gets out line,
kicks him in the gut.
Yeah,
like literally kicks him in the gut. Not
Yeah, because here is just a playground. You can do whatever. Jack around.
There wasn't enough meanness on the team.
Yeah,
I mean, love can be mean, but it's different. But it's a different type of mean, though.
That's a douchery mean.
Yeah, it's not like the team leader mean. It's kind of more of like, oh well, this guy sucks. Like that. Yeah.
And then try to play it off like douchery.
Yeah. Yep, a little douchery. Ooh, Market, yeah.
Yeah, plus,
chopping the big lines now.
All that bad blood stuff,
Oh, yeah, he made that comment.
The blood's coming back.
I mean, I agree that a lot of those guys needed to go. There's no doubt. But still, yeah. I don't know.
If you would have had veterans.
It's a risky comment to make, too. But,
yeah. That's kind of why I wanted Fish to be here. Not for his game, but just to, someone with court experience to, try to get these guys in line. Especially talk to Wesley, like, come on, man, what's going on? I know you train with Kobe.
Yeah, why aren't you?
What is this?
Why are you being so soft?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, Wes, are you this soft or what the hell? Yeah. Where's the heart? Where's the heart, Wesley? Sorry if there's a choppiness there, but yeah, where is the heart? Like choppiness of the audio. Yeah, I mean, Derek Fisher would have been a nice addition, at least for the toughness in the locker room.
We need an Oakley. And we don't have that. I don't think we have it now.
Well, there's a certain guy in the locker room. He's not mean, but I think he could be a really nice help, though. I think he could be. Well, it's not AK, but it's the other one.
Yeah,
the other one. And I don't mean the Russian. No.
But another thing is it's kind of like
the other signing
with Love's personality. I think if you did have an Oakley type, a real tough guy, like I can even say, excuse me, I forgot his name. He's on the Clippers, free agent now. Kenyon Martin.
Oh, yep,
Kenyon Martin. If you had a guy like him, I think Love was bad blood. I don't want to like this guy talking back to me. I'm the star. So I think Love's personality might be
a little iffy.
Yeah.
It has shown signs of it. I mean, he's too outspoken with. It seems like whenever he's around, whenever he's around the Olympic team, he always has to spout off about stuff.
Yeah.
Happened last 2 years ago.
To be surrounded by greatness, which is him.
Yeah.
Other greatness.
Yeah. It seems like it. It just then that kind of brings, like he expects it.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
And I think that if Rory doesn't play the way he.
That's the name, yeah.
I don't know. Love is. I don't want our best guy to have Love's personality. I just don't. I mean, it's not going to make the team better. The teams. They won't like Love. Love's not going to want to be here. He's going to want to be traded sooner or later. It's going to be one of those type of things.
It's
going to be another Dwight.
Oh, I hope not. Wouldn't that be awful if it became that?
I think it might. If we don't Well, according to him, if you don't get it done, and I don't think other guys, especially guys who've been in All-Star games, are gonna like that type of talk.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like if a Brandon Roy, if he's able to be something close to an All-Star again. Yeah, he's not gonna like that. I can't imagine. I mean, Roy doesn't strike me as a type of guy who's easily annoyed, which is a good thing. Yeah, but Love does.
Yeah.
Love does. That's the whole point. He does strike you as somebody that's easily annoyed. I mean, the fact that he did sign is encouraging.
Yeah.
That encouraged me versus like really beating around the bush the next year or so. Then it could have really gotten ugly. But yeah, it's like you signed him, but they had to toy with him with a because like when you already know he's kind of fragile or it gets kind of iffy with his attitude, to play kind of possum with him with this 4-year thing instead of 5.
Yeah.
I kind of have a feeling that if we signed him to 5, he wouldn't have been nearly as lippy.
I don't know even if we even signed him, if that was even our idea.
Oh, it could have been his, huh?
Because why would
flexibility?
That's
possible.
Well, his flexibility. So
that's
why
the
would
thing.
he sign for less and then give him an option?
Yeah, that's the thing. We did something. Yeah, you have that could be.
I don't think we would just say,
be.
Okay, well, we'll just give you the 4 so we can give Rubio the 5.
It's possible. Yeah, because I mean, Rubio,
because if you give Rubio the 5, Love's not going to be here.
No, because he'd
So
be
what's the
pissed
difference?
off. Yeah, he'd be pissed.
If you give Rubio the 5, it's okay. Love's gone a year before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'd be pissed. He would be he would like blow up at that point, wouldn't he?
So I think just to save face, we did the whole we decided to give Love less than an option.
Mm-hmm. But in the end, it might have actually been him doing it, like demanding it that way.
Yeah, because if it was that way, then trade value will drop.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that had something to do with it.
I think so.
It's like a lot of people think it was Khan doing that, but I don't know.
Yeah, because
it could be a mutual thing.
I don't know. It was our Love got mad because if we did offer him the 4, they'll say, "Okay, well,
screw you." You
know,
know?
well, I want an option then.
Yeah,
to get out of here.
That could be.
Work.
Yeah, in case we suck. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're mad, it's like, man, I love this place. I wish I was here for 5 years. Well, since I'm going to be here for 4, I want an option to leave earlier.
Mm-hmm. That both sounds like what he said, almost, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like,
in a sick way.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, I don't really want to be here, so just give me 4 and an option. Yeah, the way he's talking, his attitude, I just don't think that's for the team chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
All this bad blood stuff. If there's bad blood, just keep it to yourself. There's no need to say it. Because when guys come back to their home team, like even Webster, he stepped it up. A couple extra blocks that game.
Oh yeah, when he went to Portland. Yeah. Yep.
So no Beasley will come here and destroy us.
Beasley? Yeah. Oh, that would be horrible. Oh, that would be sick to my stomach.
If he's playing power forward, Love's going to get dunked on. He's going to be all over Love.
Wouldn't that be disgusting? Yeah, I got to think Beasley is going to go crazy if he's doing well. If he flat stinks and it doesn't work out at all, then okay, yay, we got out of that situation.
Yeah, but when he comes here, I can pretty much guarantee he's going to.
Yeah, if he's even slightly on his game, he'll probably get something like that. Yeah,
25 points enough.
Not unless Andrei has something to say about it, Mr. Defensive Force.
That's right.
That's the hope.
The neutralizer.
Hey, that's a good nickname. We don't have to call him a gun, AK-47. We could call him the neutralizer. That's what he really is. Yes. Because, he's a better defender than an offensive guy at this stage in his career. At least we hope. The other thing with Kirilenko always has been the health. The health. But the health concerns. The talk about him also is he's a little bit Wally Szczerbiak-like, where this was a tell on Wally Szczerbiak was he's got a small injury, but he's going to take about 10 games instead of where this guy might take 4 because he wants to come back 100%, where somebody else might come back at 90%. There's some people that are like that where they just won't come back right away, and it can drive you crazy. You know, where you got me, if it was a playoff game, I'd be playing at 70. You know, I want to win, dang it. You know, but supposedly that's a tell on Kirilenko from according to a guy who covered him in Utah for a good 10 years or so. So that's what I heard earlier this week. Well, we'll just hope and pray that he doesn't have any nagging injuries, because having that whole having a much lighter schedule this year in Russia, he supposedly feels like a deer.
Yeah.
That was what he quoted, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A deer. Oh, it looked like you had something on your mind. I'm sorry.
Oh, nothing. I was thinking about the Suns.
Look at you.
Yeah, I'm excited for our matchup with them.
It'll be fun to watch.
If anything, right now, I think BZ's going to whisper in.
Loves you?
No, Skola's ear. Oh yeah, he kicked you on purpose.
That's right.
He kicked you on purpose, man. Oh, that was intentional. He was laughing about it in the locker room.
Wouldn't that be funny if he did that? That's a guy who looked pretty good, by the way.
Yeah. And Wesley comes in. Oh yeah, he did it to you on purpose, man.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's a nice team, isn't it? By the way, that's kind of a cute little team in Phoenix right now.
Yeah,
they got Dragic back too. It's a cute little roster. The little team that could. That's kind of what I thought of them last year a little bit in their own little, the way the roster is put together. It's like they're all these kind of strange names that all played pretty good.
Yeah,
and I think it's going to happen again.
Yeah, I'm confused to why we helped them.
Mm-hmm.
With Johnson.
Just kind of,
though he's bad. I mean, if he could put it together, man. I mean,
he could still be good in this league. He could be. I mean, I think it's less than 50% chance, but still,
still. East.
Yeah, just the Miami Heat. They need a little depth over there, don't they? Of course, those little role players ended up playing out of their minds. That's why they won the championship. But yeah, that's 100% why they. Well, not 100%. That's a reason. 100% why they won is LeBron finally started driving the basket rather than shooting. But yeah.
Yeah. Then no defense at all.
Mm-hmm. Thunder's defense was terrible.
Cephalosha sitting on the bench. Mm-hmm. No one.
Look what I've done.
Guarding 3-point shooters that are obviously hot.
Yeah, hotter than the blazes of hail. Yeah.
You can tell Mike he knew that was his last game.
Mm-hmm.
Because he just shot through the paint.
And he shot he finally made some 3-point shots.
It was his last game, and it was.
He made probably.
It was.
Yeah, he made more 3-point shots in that game than he made with the Wolves that whole season.
Yeah, you can tell he was in pain.
Oh
yeah,
tell
he was in pain. He was like, "No, this is it for me."
He's like 80. He looks like he's 85. And he's younger than me. That's sad.
His nickname should have been Grimace.
Grimace. That was awesome. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. That's what he was doing all year. He's younger than me. Oh, he's making me feel old. That's that son of a gun. Mitchell, South Dakota's own. Oh, there's one other move we didn't talk about yet. Yes. Actually, kind of a nifty little move that I like. Yeah, it looks like you like it too. Is the forecaster is nodding in approval. There we go. That's the right word. Dante Cunningham for Wayne Ellington. Wayne Ellington to the Memphis Grizzlies for Dante Cunningham.
I'm gonna miss Wayne. I like Wayne.
He had some gamesmanship to him, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did. He had a little mean streak with his offense. Like, he wasn't like a mean player necessarily, but he had a little bit of grit to his offense, didn't he? He could really spark up he could light up the nets. He could. But, Cunningham brings better defense. He's kind of a power forward center. At only 6'8", 227, I gotta think he can play the 3 as well. The money adds up almost exactly around $2 million a year. Not bad. I like it. He's kind of like a younger. Oh yeah, he's kind of like Tolliver. It's funny how he actually wears the same number. So maybe that might mean Tolliver's done.
I hope Tolliver comes back. He's one of the guys
I'd love it
to come back just for locker room.
Yeah, I would love to see Tolliver come back, and he's not signed yet. The Bulls supposedly were after him. I forget who else, but the Bulls could use him too. I'm sure they could really use him in Chicago. But I agree. I'd welcome him back with open arms if he wanted to, and money was right and all that.
Yeah, we do have a lot of versatility.
Mm-hmm. We could do a lot with this roster.
But then it shows because Kirilenko can play power forward.
Yeah. Yep. And Brandon Roy supposedly can play small forward too.
Yeah.
And that's the other
Minutes.
Yeah, that's the one thing about Brandon Roy. Should we start on it now, or was there something yet on your?
Oh no, yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
Brandon Roy. This is it. Yep, this is kind of, to me, I think the most exciting, potentially the most exciting addition to the Timberwolves roster as a free agent, maybe of all time. If somehow he can stay healthy.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If Brandon Roy is healthy, and it sounds like, according to him, he sounds awfully confident, and not the cocky kind of confident, the encouraged kind of confident that he's got some long-term basketball in his future, and at a, as he said, a high level. And he's saying how literally his knees don't swell up, and that you can take the, what do they call that now?
Kobe treatment.
Yeah, the Kobe treatment. Yeah, blood spinning. I forget the actual term now, and it was in my head for a long time. But it's blood spinning. As they take blood out, it spins in a machine a certain way. It does something with the structure of the blood itself, and gets refused back into your knees. And there's no swelling, and that was the main thing with Brandon Roy. And you watch the YouTube videos, and I know you can't judge everything on YouTube videos, but one of Brandon Roy's last games, when he was as unhealthy as can be with the Portland Trailblazers because he was so stiff and sore, was a heroic, dramatic playoff comeback against the eventual championship team, Dallas. Remember that?
Yeah.
In May of 2011. That was one of his last games as a Blazer, folks. I'm telling you, if this guy is healthier than he was at that time, and it sounds like, he said that you can retake the treatment again. It lasts about a year and a half, and you can retake it as many times as you want, which, according to him, it doesn't sound like it's something he would avoid, the blood spinning. I'm telling you, he could be the best free agent signing of all time for the Timberwolves. Maybe. Because, this is Brandon Roy.
And not to mention that's a counter blow back to Portland.
Yes, we could finally do a jab back to Portland. If somehow, I just can't believe saying it. Brandon Roy's a Timberwolf. I can't believe it. If he's anything, man.
Place.
Yeah, 6th overall pick. You were here that night, weren't you?
Yes, yeah, should have been here in the first place. Just stayed here, I should say.
And my idiot butt was obsessed with the guy from Villanueva, where. Whoa. And I'll never forget, you were like, Roy looks confident in himself. Yeah, the Wolves made a nice pick. And I'm like, oh, man, I wonder if we should have taken Foy, though. Man, there's been a trade, blah, blah, blah. Foy to the Timberwolves. And then, yes. And you're like, I don't know. He didn't seem very confident. Roy seemed a lot better.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. History was very telling.
And it wasn't about being well spoken. It's the way because Floyd just seemed like he just nervous.
He didn't give you the feeling that he's going to go out there and be a world beater.
Yeah.
Where Roy, not necessarily a world beater, but a very, very competent player. Man, Brandon Roy's a Timberwolf. I can't believe it. I'm really excited about it. The more I talk about it, the more I think about it. And then, when I was talking about the method to the madness, this is the end of the method. This is the final piece of it because, the whole thing, okay, why aren't the Wolves doing anything? Why aren't the Wolves doing anything? And then it's like the secret plan, okay, they were going to get rid of a little more space by trading Wesley Johnson, by showcasing him in the Summer League to eventually draw Andrei Kirilenko. But the other method to the madness, like, we didn't get Lee. Why didn't we get Lee? He only signed for $4 million, and they gave up scraps. Yeah. We have scraps. We had scraps. We could have used them.
Yeah.
Like a Webster, clear the space for Houston or something.
Yeah. And that's what really got me mad. I think we
Courtney Lee, yep.
Yeah, Webster. We could have had Webster. So, trying to make room for Batum.
Mm-hmm. We could have had Lee. Or like used Webster to get Lee. Yeah. And the method to the madness, could the real reason be the real reason why we didn't go after the Courtney Lees as hard as we expected or as we demand, or we as Wolves fans really hoped? Could it be the real thing that we already had the shooting guard, the real true shooting guard for this team already on the roster?
I'm hoping so.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I think before we even
could it be,
even get the verbal, I think we would have said, okay, well, we need to see you run around.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way they're gonna just sign him and then based on I can still do it. It's like no, they had to see something.
Yeah, like all right, run around the table a couple times.
It's like whoa,
jump up and down.
Wait, do that again?
Yeah, we gotta see this.
Yeah, is it real? Yeah, because we were horrified at first. Just the whole. It's like cool. The name is cool as heck.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, Brendan Roy, the guy we picked, and how happy he was to be here made me feel even better.
Yeah,
watching,
it was 10
I watched
minutes a game or 10 minutes every other game, at least.
Yeah, it'd be fun to watch because he's still a closer no matter what.
Yeah,
that's the good part. But that's like, is that all he's going to be, or could it be more? Could it be? And it's like, yeah, that's why I kept saying, could it be the real reason why we didn't sign Courtney Lee is because we already have the real starter?
But then another thing is, I guess it's mostly for our benefit, not paying him too much.
About $5 million.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors.
Just in case. But I still would have liked to have gotten Lee. Because I don't think that imagine if the worst case scenario Shred doesn't do too well here.
Oh yeah,
at least the first year.
Yeah.
And then Roy's knees are working out.
Yeah. They're all tense and locked up.
Yeah. And even if worst case, before Rubio comes back, okay, now we have Berea at point guard and Luke back at shooting guard.
Oh, do we have to do that again? Oh, please, God, no. Please, no. That'd be horrifying.
Unless Fred is a phenom, even if Roy goes down, then who's the backup shooting guard? Is it Air Bud or?
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because he's gonna fit in there somewhere. Air Bud, Budinger.
Yeah, but if he's just 1 year, I don't even think. Maybe.
Oh, that's right. Yep, he's only got 1 year left in his contract.
But,
yep, $900K.
And another thing is, that's why I just don't understand us trading for Bud.
Yeah, the 18th pick for a 1 year rental.
Yeah,
and who we might keep, but
we definitely need a center, another center right now.
Even with the Steam, sir.
I like him.
Even with Steamy.
Well, injuries.
For injuries, holy cow.
And even if we gotten a decent center during the draft, because there were centers available. Then for that amount of money that we gave Steamer, we wouldn't have had to trade Wesley.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because, Steamy, we gave him, was it about $2 million, 2.6 or something?
Yeah.
I think for it was about 2 years, $5 million, something about that.
Yeah.
Boy, another $2 million, another 2 year deal. That's funny. Yeah, there's no such thing as a 4 year contract anymore. All of a sudden, it's kind of cool. I actually like that. It's kind of scary too, though. But in some ways, like if everybody just runs away, that would suck. But yeah, there's you have a good point though with those injuries. You really never know. And what's his name, Pekovic, had a lot of. He had a bone spur issue during the season, and that got really frustrating because nobody was available. They wouldn't, even when Pekovic was out, Adelman would not play. The guy we talked about way too much earlier. We talked about it way too much, but we couldn't help it.
Yes, and with
that
Peck,
guy.
And with Peck and Bud, we're going to have to sign Peck. How are we going to resign Bud?
That's right.
Even if you wanted to, even if Bud became, a great player, how are we going to resign him?
Well, the only hope is the salary cap exception, but yeah.
Yeah, so if it was more than that, then it's like, okay, well, or we could have just had a decent draft pick.
Or this guy. Yeah. Or if this guy plays really good, this guy, Brandon Roy. Yep. Oh, boy.
All this is riding on Roy.
Yeah, a lot of it is. We need Roy to...
Shred has to become starter.
Yeah, and that'd be that'd be interesting to see that happen.
But if not, we're going to see Luke back at
no. Oh man, I hope not. Yeah, I mean Roy. I hope if Roy does work out that we can re-sign him. I mean, I think he'd love to stay. And by the way, he's wearing number 3, not number 7, even though Derek Williams offered the number. Roy's real number, I guess, supposedly really was 3 all along, but 7 was some combination of numbers. For some reason, he wasn't able to wear 3 at the time, and he liked the idea of 7 when he went to Portland. I guess he wore number 3 in college, so which shows how much I know about college basketball, right? But yeah, it was kind of like the number he really liked all along, so he's wearing that now, due to Malcolm Lee's chagrin, I'm sure. Excuse me. Oh boy, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of variables for this team.
Yeah, I don't see Bud getting any minutes just because of this.
Yeah, I mean, Kirilenko really hurts that, and of course Brandon Roy's.
Yeah, and you want to give the backup minutes to Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Then Bud, he's
Derek,
only here for a year, so why give him minutes and then not be able to resign him?
So, oh man, dare we say it again?
Yeah.
Too many players that play the same position.
So I think we should have just used that pick just to get a center.
Yeah, because Steam's
then we would have been here long term. We have to worry about signing him.
I guess supposedly a guy who could be kind of like a third string center is Cunningham. I guess like a third option, if we need it.
Well, I mean long term because right now we have so many small contracts. I mean,
yeah, they're short. All of them are.
Yeah, we don't have any long term. Love's threatening to leave. I mean, who's going to be here?
Yeah, this could really.
The Kirilenko.
This is like when a stock. This is when a stock starts to. What do they call that? It starts to. I can't come up with a word out of it. Resonate or something, where it could go straight up or straight down real soon. It's kind of like that with the Wolves right now. I think it's leaning up, but you just don't know. Because it's a 2-year window of something.
Yeah.
I think we're going to win a lot of basketball games. But it's just after that 2-year window, then you fold your hands, please.
Yeah, because
don't all leave on us now.
Yeah, as I'm telling you how well Kirilenko's going to play. It's.
Mm-hmm.
Then is Rory the last 2 years? I mean, that's why I would have rather have had Lee long term.
Malcolm, what am I saying? Courtney, for like a 4-year deal or something.
Yeah.
But I think he even signed a 2-year deal. Seems like that's all they do now. It seems like that's all everybody did this offseason. It's like a new thing now. It seems like after the previous lockout, it was 5-year deals for everybody. Troy Hudson, Trenton Hassel, Rasho Nesterovic. The list goes on and on and on and on and on for a million years.
Yeah, I don't think those deals will go on unless you're the Westbrooks, Hardens.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Yeah, now it's really rare. Yep, you have to be the top of the line guys now to get 5 years. Otherwise, it seems to be 2. And Kirilenko's the second highest paid player on the team now, behind K-Love. So yeah, there's just so many variables to the future of this team. We're just gonna have to fold our hands and hope for the best. I mean, Brandon Roy, Kirilenko. I mean, the roster is really exciting. I don't think there's any doubt that this team has a chance to be very, very good, and especially at least the next 2 years. So I think, to me, the Brandon Roy addition is actually the most exciting. The Kirilenko is the most of a guarantee of creating an improvement versus Wesley Johnson, of course. That's a huge guarantee of massive improvement there, massive upgrade. We'll say. There we go. Now I'm talking more English there instead of something else. So. Yeah, I mean, Steams obviously brings in the shot blocking backup center that we needed more than we needed as much as we need to breathe. Shot blocking backup center, that's exactly what we kept talking about constantly. There he is, Greg Steamsa. Steamy is in the house. So that's they're nice additions. I mean, maybe we need more depth at center, but outside of that, I think we're looking good.
Yeah.
You feel encouraged?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens with what Khan said about another significant move.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Yeah, good thing you mentioned that before we took off here, as we're nearing the end. Khan did mention multiple times. Yeah, and it was also at the Brandon Roy press conference, which I did watch the whole thing beginning to end. But not several times. Once live and once kind of rewatched it on the internet just to see if I missed something. But yeah, he has mentioned multiple occasions now that we might make a small tweak, but also there's a chance there'll be a significant move after the Olympics. What that is, I can't even imagine. I'm not sure.
Bynum, maybe.
That'd be a huge trade. I mean, yeah, you never know.
Iguodala.
That's a guy. Yep, that's a guy you've wanted for a while now. And when I listen back to the old shows, that's the name I keep hearing is Iggy Iguodala. Iggy Iguodala.
Contracts right now they don't really mean much because
it won't hurt us. Yeah.
Yeah. Not at this point. It's like it's do or die right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not as worried about his contract as some other people probably are, and obviously the guy can play.
Yeah.
That's the biggest key. Can Iguodala play? Yes. Iguodala can play basketball. Is he Kobe Bryant level? No. Is he Westbrook level? No. But is he very, very good? Absolutely. I mean, there's a reason why he's on the Olympic team.
Yeah.
It's not because he stinks or because he's like this rookie or whatever. That's let's give him a shot.
Yeah.
He can play. He can play. He might not be exactly what this person wants or that person wants, but he's a hell of a player.
Yeah.
He really is. I mean, I've always liked Andrei Iguodala, and you love Iguodala. Yes.
I do. So I'll be happy with either Bynum. That's the other thing. I
how
like
dare you? No,
I like Pekovic.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not next to Love. That's the thing.
Do people compliment each other? Offensively, Pekovic compliments Love. Defensively?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And we just can't have that. It's not a championship team. It's just not.
Defensively, it's a huge problem. It really is. Like if we played against the I don't even want to say their names anymore, but the LA Lakers. Excuse me.
They don't get me wrong. Love.
Yeah.
I mean, not Love. Excuse me. Peck can stop guys
With his
slow him down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Physicality. Yep.
But it's his other defense. The help defense is not. I don't know. It has no real help defense.
No, yeah, he's not a shot blocker.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like he'd be a good defensive tackle. He could tackle the running backs, but he's never going to get to the quarterback. Yep, that's kind of like a football term of he's not a defensive end. He'd be the run stopping tackle. That's what he'd be if he was a football player.
Yeah.
Where they don't. They're good at one thing but not the other. Like there's occasionally you get a guy who's good at both, like Bynum kind of. Bynum and Dwight. Much as we hate both of them, but Dwight and Bynum are both like as good at that as anybody, and that's why they're ranked so high. So, what will that significant move be? Stay tuned. We just might reacquire Wesley Johnson. That could be the secret move. Yep, Kirilenko to Phoenix for the first round pick and Wesley Johnson and cap space. Okay, I didn't say that. That would be really goofy. But hey, right now Iguodala wouldn't fit with what's currently on the roster, but that'd be if they turned around and traded Kirilenko. I don't know if he'd appreciate that too much. But you never know. If he went to the Lakers, he probably wouldn't complain too much. But, yeah. I'm guessing he'd go somewhere that's less fun for him if he were traded.
Yeah, Kirilenko will come off the bench.
Poor Kirilenko. For Iggy?
Yeah.
Look at you. $10 million backup.
Really nice, but power forward.
Oh, yeah. I suppose he could play both. He has played both many times. He's been a power forward for the Jazz in the past, the Jazz. But I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see with that. Really, I mean, overall, the future looks bright, and the future also looks current. Yes, the future looks current. It looks like the waiting is over now. It's now, and there's no lockout. We don't have to deal with that either. Thank God. So come October, there will be Timberwolves training camp. Come November, November 2nd, we'll be watching the Wolves and the Sacramento Kings tip off once again in Target Center. Won't that be terrific? Oh, can't wait. And we've started against Sacramento like about 7 million times also, by the way. So we'll be doing it again. 7,000,001 times now. Minnesota and Sacramento will open the season at Target Center. Good times. Looking forward to it. And, I'm sure we'll have a show in between. I mean, obviously we're going to have a season preview like we always do, right? You like those?
Yeah.
Those are so fun where we pick the who's going to flop, in the Eastern Conference, who's going to surprise, and who are the two teams will face off, and then vice versa for the or ditto for the Western Conference, blah, blah, blah. Who's going to win the championship? Who's going to be in the title? Miami. I didn't say it. But, and they probably will right now, I think. But not to stir open a can of worms here at the end of the show. But, there'll be some more Timberwolves talk coming up very soon. And I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, I can't wait till the season starts. How excited are you?
Yeah, and
it's going to be some good watching.
No fear of dropping into a depression.
No fear of dropping into a depression.
No more high blood pressure after the games. Oh, man,
Isn't that nice?
It's a different feeling.
Yeah. Like years ago when we opened up against Sacramento, I'll never forget. We were all excited the entire game. Remember that? This was about 6 years ago when Hudson was still here. The whole game, we were just bitching back and forth. We were so pissed off the whole entire game. Why is Hudson still playing? I can't stand this. Why is he still in there? Oh my God, what is he doing? The whole game we're like, our blood pressure is just boiling over. And then by the way, we won. But by 3 points against a crappy team, but yeah, we won.
Yeah. Well, they got the moral victory.
Sacramento got a moral victory because they put us through, they put us through basketball watching hell. They really did. At least Troy Hudson did anyway. Why is Hudson still in there? We were just flipping out the whole game. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was funny. We won't. Yeah, the blood pressure's been going on for about 7 years now. And in the playoffs, when we were really good a couple of times against Sacramento again. LA, it was just pure depression. But Sacramento, it was, blood pressure. Can't wait to get back in the playoffs. Yes!
Oh, yeah, we're there. We're going there.
We're absolutely going to make it. I think so.
Jazz. Sorry, Utah.
Sorry, Utah. We took your pick and got Bunninger with it. Yeah. Well, but we're going to probably knock them out of the playoffs. Poor Al. He finally made it, and they just got stomped 3 games in a row.
I do like the pickups though. And
pickups are good.
Mo and Marvin.
Mo and Marvin?
Mo Williams.
Mo Williams. You want them? Mo Williams and Marvin Williams.
Yeah,
You want those guys here? You want them here?
Oh no, for them it was the Oh man, when we play the Clippers.
Oh yeah.
Mo would just
stomp on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was frustrating. Marvin, he went to Utah, didn't he, Marvin?
Actually, Mo was on the Jazz a while ago.
Mm-hmm. Long ago in a galaxy. Oh yeah, you're talking about Utah. Excuse me, I'm really correct out here. Yeah, Mo did start with Utah long ago, and then he went to Milwaukee and got a lot better, and then went to Cleveland. And then Clippers, and now back to Utah all this time later. And now I guess, Marvin's there as well to join Big L. Yep. Go Jazz. And we got their former small forward, Andrei Kirilenko. Yes. I like that. I do. Roy and Kirilenko, baby. Sexy offseason. Honestly, I'm not disappointed at all in it, really. Very sexy. The Wolves never signed anybody in the past. They'd make big trades here and there sometimes and get a hot draft pick once in a while, but it seemed like they would always sit on their hands when they'd promise a big move, and it would just be another Troy Hudson type. Yeah. Like, that's good for 1 year or 2 years, and then expensive after that. Cap killers. So those days are over. We sign guys for some money, but they're not cap killer contracts. Yes, I'm encouraged, very encouraged. Anything left on your craw? Or yeah?
No, I feel the same way. This season I'm going into it feeling a whole lot better.
Yeah, me too. It's
no more fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter Floyd. No, fourth quarter Floyd too. Yeah. I shouldn't have said that. Oh yeah, he's on Utah too, by the way. Yep. That's a final note for the show there. Yep. Floyd went to Utah too. Yeah, I saw your eyes go and do that little doing that LeBron thing where your eyes go back and forth, and then a little grin. No, yeah. Huh. Yep. Floyd is a Jazz too. Yep. Congratulations to the Jazz. Now Al Jefferson can scream at him again like he used to.
A couple of our scraps.
Yes, a couple of scraps. Well, yeah, I like Al, but not Foy. No, when we got Roy, yes. So that's finally gone full circle. So weird, so cool, but weird. Oh yeah. So with that, we're gonna call it a night. Remember, do go to the message boards on the sportstuff.com and on iTunes. There's a Twitter account, by the way, for Timberwolves Explosion. It's at Wolves Explosion. There's also at NBA Forecaster. So the Forecaster does have a Twitter as well. Do give that a follow. At NBA Forecaster, at Wolves Explosion. Facebook.com / no, it's not even up there yet. We need more followers. Or likes for that one. So look up the Timberwolves Explosion Facebook page if you could. Company, not group. Company, not group. Get on there, click like, comment, and all that. Of course, the sportstuff.com message boards. Get on there. The sportstuff.com / boards. The sportstuff.com / boards. Get a screen name. Sign up. Talk NBA basketball with lots and lots of cool people. Oh, and by the way, real briefly, I should have mentioned this earlier. That basketball show. I hope you're still listening out there, guys. You guys are awesome. Pumpa and Train. You guys are terrific. I hope you were still listening and didn't think Yeah, that is a terrific show that you guys should check out. That basketball show, Pumpa and Train, and of course the crossover. They cover the New York Knicks and New Jersey Nets on the sportstuff.com. Don't forget about them either. I like to mention them a lot too. Basketball show, though, I haven't mentioned that on here yet. This is actually my first show since I met them. They bumped into me on Twitter. They've just been listening for a while to Timberwolves Explosion. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the love, and glad to return it because your show is awesome. So do take care, and we'll be back sooner than later.